Jnanakosha, Puranas, Introduction.
सर्गच्च प्रतिसर्गच्च वंशो मन्वन्तराणि च वंशानुचरितं चैव पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणम्.
Vayu Purana, the ancestors. Who are the ancestors? Asked the sages. Lomaharshana recounted the following story. When Brahma first started to create, the gods were born. These gods not only did not worship Brahma, they started to create themselves. Brahma therefore cursed them that they would become ignorant. The gods did not relish this idea. They therefore tried to pacify Brahma. You will have to perform penance for your sins, said Brahma. As for the means of penance, why don't you ask the beings whom you have created? They will instruct you in the ways of wisdom. The sons accordingly instructed the fathers. A person who instructs is known as a father, Pita. The sons of the gods accordingly became like the fathers of the gods and are revered as the ancestors, Pitris. It is these Pitas who are given offerings at the time of Shraddha, funeral ceremonies. In general, the Pitris also include dead ancestors and the 10 Prajapatis who rule over the universe. The ancestors had a daughter named Mena who was married to Himavan. Mena and Himavan had 3 daughters named Aparna, Ekaparna and Etapatala. These 3 daughters meditated for 2000 years. Ekapatala meditated under a snake gourd, Patala tree. Each day she ate only one Eka, snake gourd. It was thus that she came to acquire the name of Ekapatala. The word Parna means leaf. Ekaparna ate only one leaf every day and thus acquired her name. Aparna ate nothing at all. Since she did not eat even a leaf, she came to be known as Aparna. Aparna was also known as Uma and even as Parvati, since she was the daughter of the mountain Parvat, Himavan. Parvati was married to Shiva. Their son was Skanda or Kumara. Skanda got separated from his parents and was brought up by the Kritikas. He therefore obtained the name of Kartikeya. The solar line. The sun god Surya was born as the son of Kashyapa and Aditi. Surya was born as an egg. For days on end, nothing happened to the egg and the shell did not crack. Vishwakarma was the architect of the gods. When Vishwakarma found that nothing was happening to the egg, he cracked it open with a blow. Kashyapa was initially alarmed at this act, since he thought that the son who was inside the egg might have died. But he soon discovered that this was not the case and remarked, "The egg Anda has not died." From this expression, the son who was born came to be known as Martanda. As Martanda, Surya named Samajna, Vishwakarma's daughter. They had 2 sons and a daughter. The sons were named Yama and Vaivaswata. This was the one who became a Manu. The daughter was Yami or Yamuna. But so strong was the sun's radiance that Savina could not bear to look at her husband. She eventually thought of a way out. She created an image who looked exactly like her. This image was called Chaya. Dundhu. In the solar line there was a king named Vrishadashva. He had 21,000 sons. The eldest son was known as Kuvalashva. When Vrishadashva aged, he decided to retire to the forest with his wife. As for the kingdom, he resolved that he would hand it over to Kushalashva. But as the coronation ceremony was about to take place, a sage named Uttanka arrived in the capital. Uttanka told Vrishadashva, King, please do not retire to the forest just yet. If you do so, we will not be able to meditate in peace. My hermitage is on the shores of the ocean, and the seashore is frequented by a terrible demon named Dundhu. He is so powerful that even the gods cannot vanquish him. He hides under the sand and meditates. He exhales his breath once every year, and when he does so, all hell breaks loose. Terrible sandstorms are unleashed, and the sun is shrouded in dust. For an entire week, there are earthquakes. You cannot go away without doing something about Dundhu. Great sage, replied Vrishadhwaja, I have given up my weapons. It would be most improper for me to take them up once again. As for Dundhu, take my son Kuvalashva with you. I am sure that he will vanquish the demon Kuvalashva, and his 21,000 brothers accompanied Uttanka. They came to the shores of the ocean and started to dig up the sand in their search for Dundhu. When the demon got to know about this, he unleashed a terrible storm. Tidal waves raged, flames licked with tongues of fire. Dundhu's soldiers attacked Kuvalashva and his brothers. All the brothers except 3 were killed. But Dundhu had not reckoned with Kuvalashva. The storm, the waves, and the fire could do Kuvalashva no harm. He killed the demon and thus acquired the name of Dundhumara. The sage Uttanka blessed him. The gods and the demons. The gods and the demons did not like each other and fought several wars with each other. There were 12 such terrible wars. On one particular occasion, the demons were defeated by the gods. Extremely disheartened, they went to visit their preceptor Sukracharya. The demons told Sukracharya, We have been defeated by the gods. We have no option but to go and reside in the underworld. Don't be so disconsolate, replied Shukracharya. I will protect you. I know that Brihaspati, the preceptor of God, has obtained wonderful powers by praying to the fire god, Agni. The gods thrive on these powers. I will pray to Shiva and obtain powers that can counteract these. Till I come back, please be patient. Why don't you give up arms and live as hermits till I return? The demons agreed to this proposition. Vishnu's incarnation. Because of Bhrigu's curse, Vishnu had to be born several times on earth. These are known as avatars. The Vayu Purana now catalogues Vishnu's 10 incarnations. Lomaharshana finished his recital of the Vayu Purana and told the assembled sages, You are indeed lucky you have heard that which is most sacred. This holy act will undoubtedly take you straight to heaven. A person who listens to a recital of this sacred text is rewarded with wealth, health, and a long life. All the sins that a listener may have committed are forgiven. Do you know how the knowledge of this Purana was passed down through the ages? It's passed from Vayu to Ushana, from Ushana to Brihaspati, from Brihaspati to Savita, from Savita to Mrityu, from Mrityu to Indra, from Indra to Vasistha, from Vasistha to Saraswata, from Saraswata to Tridhama, from Tridhama to Dhananjaya, from Dhananjaya to Kritanjaya, from Kritanjaya to Trinanjaya, from Trinanjaya to Bharadwaja, from Bharadwaja to Gautama, from Gautama to Niryantara, from Niryantara to Vajashrava, from Vajashrava to Soma Shushma, from Soma Shushma to Trini Vindu, from Trini Vindu to Daksha, from Daksha to Shaktri, from Shaktri to Parashara, from Parashara to Jatukarna, and from Jatukarna to Vedavyasa. I learned the Purana from the great Vedavyasa himself. This is a lineage of sages that is truly sacred.